everybody all around the world to listen. I'm gonna talk about what people have a hard time talking about. Pay close attention. Got a bottle of pills filled to the top, and I don't care about life, you let it stop. 25 years old and I'm losing my mind, trying to take these pills to take my life.
Hey YouTube, this is your boy Chris with the next, and here's a video that I've been promising you, Depression 2.0. I want to record this video for a long time, just trying to get the people together, trying to get stuff together. This hasn't been a good summer, and I didn't record this video because of the death of Robin Williams, a phenomenal actor. This video is going to be recorded a long time before that, but I will bring it to notion he suffered from severe depression. Anybody can. If you think about the least person who you would think is Robin Williams, he had the money, he had a good career. He had most of what we're trying to get right now, and that still wasn't enough to not take his life. Just like I told you in the first depression video about the Chippendales dancer, if you committed suicide, the least people committing suicide would Williams or Chippendales, or even Freddie E. Had all that stuff, they had the money enough to not take their life. Now the following people that you're going to see is real people who've been through depression, and that's going through it, or have been through it this summer, or just in life in general. And I'm glad that they came out, because I think the original people that I was trying to hit up, I just see that it wasn't essential for this video. And the people that's coming out in this video, I know them personally, and I talked to them personally, so I know their story is genuine and true, and that's the point I want to get across. So I asked three questions, and then an additional question. And I don't know if the additional question will come out in this video, because I don't want it to be over 15 minutes. But take a look.
Many days I done cried myself to sleep. Many days I done asked God to take me.
Depression affects a lot of people in the sense of just, well, like I was saying earlier, like they don't really listen to you, and most people want to be heard, and they want to be listened to, and they need like a companion there, and most people, I guess, feel more shut out when they don't have anyone there, and they feel like just enclosed and like very, very alone. So that's, I mean, for the most part, experience-wise, that's what I've experienced, like with friends and the other things like that, like when they want to share things and people really aren't listening, or they really just don't give a fuck about anything, like, so that leads more to depression, or just unawareness of what's going on around it, people's surroundings or their situations in life and stuff like that. So
how does it affect around me, the people that I know? I wouldn't necessarily say directly, because I have no clue. Indirectly, I know that I can become the most reclusive, exclusive asshole that has ever been known to walk the face of the earth. I make Satan look like Jesus. And I'm going to say that is how depression affects those around me, because I can definitely rip someone to shreds. Just because of the fact that I feel like shit.
From when I dealt with depression, I knew it affected my parents, because they were, they were sympathetic to my plight. They hated seeing that I wasn't really getting out of bed or doing anything. I had this kind of, screw the world mentality, and I didn't want to do anything. And it hurt them to see me like that. But there was also, the opposite side of the coin, where they were like, you got to get over your stuff like right now, because, this isn't healthy. But, when you're depressed, you don't think about being healthy. You're trying to make it through the day, make it through the morning or the evening or whatever, just the entire day. And, your friends, you disappear on them for a while, and, people aren't as understanding as you'd like them to be. There's this whole stigma about depression where, you should just get over yourself, stop complaining, stop whining, things can't be all that bad. But, it's a chemical, it's a chemical reaction in your brain. You are running low on serotonin. So it's an actual, it involves your brain chemistry. So, there's only so much you can do to help it. There's exercise, there's, you can take antidepressants, Those help. They mimic the serotonin and dopamine that you need to be able to get out of bed and go do what you need to do. But it does affect the people around you. Especially if you have a close family, it's a familial thing. When you're depressed, they're depressed about you being depressed, and the same can be said for really good friends as well.
'Cause I knew I was going down the wrong road. Didn't nobody care. They ain't wanna know.
Fuck. Well, if you really want to get deep into this shit, then yeah. There was this one time I got really depressed, like just to the point where I was just overdosing on drugs and fucking not sleeping. I don't sleep like whatsoever even then, but I wasn't sleeping at all for any fucking occasion. 4 months I was doing fucking bunch of methamphetamine and just being on a bunch of drugs and shit. I couldn't sleep, and I got to the point where I started seeing shadows and fucking bunch of crazy shit in the night. And I got to the point where I just started taking a shower and I saw these blades, and I always told myself, if I was gonna kill myself, you would have been a stupid ass motherfucker. Like, you're a dumbass motherfucker, because like, who would kill themselves? Like, it would even take their life. But I got the blade and I fucking put it next to me, dude, and I was about to fucking kill myself, like to that point where I was crying and fucking like just wanted to end my life, dude, to the point where it was just nothing, man. I had nothing left in me, so why not just take my life? But something fucking, I don't know, it's just something in me just fucking held me back and just told myself, like, dude, this isn't what you want, this, like, I guess a conscience or whatever. But in a sense, it really wasn't that, like, it wasn't that like crazy enough for me to actually do it, so I didn't, and I fucking, I'm fucking alive. So, but that's my story.
Yes. 5 years ago, I struggled with a very deep depression for about 6 months, 7 months of my life. It was an absolute hell. I spiraled from the epitome of happiness to the darkest, rankest, deepest pit of despair, destroying myself 150% along the way, and I am definitely not happy about it, but I am grateful to the fact that I was able to realize that I was damaging myself more than helping myself, and able to dig myself out of, for all you Star Wars nerds, the Rancor pit of despair. I'm very grateful for that. It took me a long time, but I just had to realize that, even if you have to go digging for it for 1,000 years, there's always a silver lining to every cloud. Every single one.
I'm one of the lucky few that can say that I've overcome my depression on a daily basis. It's a daily struggle, even when it's in remission and you think everything's okay. There's still things that bring it out in you, and you fight on through it. The future can give you anxiety, thinking about the future itself. And I go by the name social anxiety when I perform my hip hop music. And that's a completely separate thing, but depression and anxiety are often interlinked. Sometimes the depression fuels the anxiety, sometimes you get anxiety because you're depressed. And it's just, you have to just, plow through it. You have to, keep saying and telling yourself everything is going to be okay. It's a constant struggle that I deal with every day. When I wake up in the morning, I feel sick to my stomach in the morning, and I have to get through the day and say, everything's going to be fine. I'm going to have a good day. And you just get your business done, and you put that smile on your face, Even if you don't feel like you can smile, and it's not a real smile, you got to put it on. Because, you never know. Others can be going what you're going through, and they don't have the strength to smile. But if they see that, despite all that you're going through, you're still smiling, that gives them hope as well.
Oh, why do I feel this way in my life?
Possibly fucking look at the light. If you got a light there in the darkness, look at it and follow it. Because if you stay in the dark too much, you're just gonna you're gonna stay there, man, and you're never gonna get out. Once you're stuck, you got a fucking head full of negativity, and if you don't get out, you're never gonna get out, man. So if you got a positive outlook on things, just follow it and fucking go for it, man. Keep it positive more than negative. It's a yin and yang, man. You gotta, and good and bad, they work together. So you're gonna have good and you're gonna have bad, but try to get more good than bad, because it's not a happy place. None of it's a happy place. So
I want to say that even though it feels like you're doomed to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders specifically, no one else's, just yours, even though it feels like you are at the bottomest of the bottom and you can't get any lower, be thankful for the fact that, for one, you opened your eyes in the morning. 2, the fact that you drew breath in the morning. 3, the fact that you woke up with the roof over your head, a bed under your back, food in your belly, drink in your stomach, and remember that, you know what, it always gets darkest before the dawn. Literally, the darkest part of the night is just before sunrise. There's always a silver lining to every cloud. You just have to dig and dig and dig and dig to find it. Sometimes you have to dig all the way to the other side of the earth. Sometimes you don't have to dig a few centimeters. Sometimes you have to dig 6 feet. Sometimes you have to dig 12 feet. But it's there. You just have to look for it.
Yeah.
Even if you have to dig 2 feet to the other side of the earth, 5 inches, 6 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet, God knows X amount of however many feet there is always a silver cloud to every lining. It just depends on how hard you're willing to work to find it.
You're gonna feel like you're hopeless a lot. You're gonna feel it a lot, and it's gonna weigh on you, but you're not hopeless. There is always hope out there. You just have to, keep your eyes on the prize. Do things that interest you. Even if you don't feel like doing them, do them anyway, because it's going to keep your mind off of your depression. It's going to keep you distracted. And that is a key to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. You got to keep yourself distracted, keep your mind focused on other things so you don't dwell on the things that drive you insane. But you are never hopeless, and there is help out there. You just have to know where to look and know how to ask.
So, in conclusion, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe, please share this video as much as you can, and, keep whatever makes you happy, and just find an outlet or whatever so you can vent. Don't keep things bottled up. This has been your boy Chris with the Next, and I'm out.
And I can't lie, sometimes I feel like I just wanna break down and cry.
Love everyone.